Hello, welcome to 10 Min Daily News Channel. Thank you for watching us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Israeli journalist Amir Bobat, Israel preparing for war against Lebanon. Lebanese foreign minister stated, "I told Borrell that if Israel thought about waging war on Lebanon, it would never be a picnic." Hamas official Osama Hamdan calls on the Arab League, Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and African Union to support South Africa's filing at the International Court of Justice accusing Israel of genocide in Gaza. Scott Anderson, the Gaza deputy director of UNRWA, says he doesn't know how much more Palestinians in Gaza can take given the dire conditions, without sufficient food, shelter, water, and any basic amenities. Israel signals it has wrapped up major combat in northern Gaza as the war enters its fourth month. Israel has signaled that it is ready to end its bombardment of northern Gaza, saying it has dismantled Hamas in that part of the besieged Gaza Strip. Hamza Dahdouh, son of Al Jazeera's Gaza bureau chief Wael Dahdouh, has been killed in an Israeli airstrike west of Khan Yunis, the southern Gaza Strip. Al Jazeera Media Network strongly condemns the Israeli occupation forces' targeting of Palestinian journalists' car that killed Al Jazeera's Hamza al-Dahdouh and Mustafa Thuraya, as well as seriously injuring journalist Hazem Rajab. At least 22,722 Palestinians, including 9,600 children, have been killed by the Israeli army since the start of the war, according to Gaza's health ministry. King of Jordan, we reject the forced displacement of Palestinians from the West Bank and Gaza. Jordan's King Abdullah II calls for ceasefire in Israel during meeting with Antony Blinken. Secretary of State Antony Blinken warns against wider Middle East conflict in meeting with Turkish-Greek leaders. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says there is real concern over the Israel-Lebanon border situation. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's tour continues with Qatar as a main stop on Sunday. Qatar has been mediating during the Israel-Gaza war, along with Egypt, and been key in securing the release of captives. Netanyahu is calling for a ceasefire with Hezbollah. Israel is ready to resolve the conflict with the Hezbollah peacefully. Major deployment of Israeli forces in West Bank city of Jenin, Palestinian media report. 4 Indians were killed in Gaza by Hamas while fighting for the Israeli army as foreign mercenaries. Cumbersome process and arbitrary Israeli inspections slow aid delivery into Gaza, U.S. senators say. Israel continues its deadly bombardment in the besieged Gaza Strip, as UN human rights expert says the enclave is experiencing deliberate starvation. UK accused of hypocrisy in not backing claim of genocide in Gaza before ICJ. Hamas less willing to negotiate hostage release after killing of top commander in Beirut, Qatar tells families. We must not stop the war until we complete all its objectives, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said. The United States has dismissed statements made by Israeli officials advocating for the resettlement of Palestinians outside of Gaza. Secretary of State Blinken emphasized the importance of enabling Palestinians to return to their homes. Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital in central Gaza is coming under heavy Israeli drone fire that is targeting anything that moves, and that is aimed at disabling the hospital, says Gaza's health ministry. Former President Donald Trump is warning there will be big trouble for the United States if the Supreme Court doesn't treat him fairly and rule that he's eligible for the 2024 presidential primary ballots. Former President Donald Trump ups attacks on former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley in Iowa. She likes the globe. I like America first. Donald Trump lashed out at Joe Biden, who earlier Friday delivered a speech warning that Trump's efforts to retake the White House pose a grave threat to the country and democracy. Special counsel Jack Smith slams former President Donald Trump's request for contempt charge against him as recycled allegations. Trump demands release of supporters jailed for January 6th Capitol riot. Putin vows to back soldiers who defend Russia on Orthodox Christmas as Ukraine attacked by drones and missiles. Ukraine racks up wins against Russia in the Black Sea. A Russian strike on the eastern Ukrainian city of Pokrovsk killed 11 people, 5 of them children aged 3 to 17, according to Regional Governor Vadim Falashkin. 5 children among dead after Russian missile attack on Pokrovsk, local official says. Iran has called for the creation of a joint currency within the 10 BRICS member nations and the end of the US dollar. Yemen Houthis: no Israeli ships or those heading to its ports will pass through Red Sea. Japan earthquake causes nuclear power station oil leak. South Korea accuses North Korea of firing hundreds of artillery shells near disputed border area. North Korea conducted a new round of artillery drills near the disputed sea boundary with South Korea on Saturday, officials in Seoul said. North Korea threatens South Korea as tension builds over military drills. China imposes sanctions on 5 American military companies. Chinese shipping company Costco suspended deliveries to Israel. Italy called for the establishment of an European army. 5 people trapped in Slovenia cave after heavy rainfall. Thank you for watching 10 Min Daily News Channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.